This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 13, Feel the Love. So, Tractor, you have your nose literally to the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Tractor.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there any sort of check like perception, investigation, arcana, anything I can do to try and maybe pinpoint what is going on here, where it's coming from?
Yeah, give me a, just overall wisdom. And if there's any wisdom specific skills you want to use that you think will be appropriate for tracking this down, go ahead.
If I can BS my way through survival, I would.
You know, I'm pretty sure you can, and I will give you that.
All right, because tracking, survival. Okay, boom,
Yeah.
done.
11. So Kazu's kind of giving you direction. Well, at least going louder, softer. Don't hear it anymore. Now it's louder again. And but you start figuring out, like, every time you go down, Kazu can't hear it. But every time you start going up, Kazu can hear it better. It almost seems like it might be near the birds that are near the roof.
It's time to get to level 2 of this place.
So, Lucy, as you're looking at this fresco and studying it, you see all the deities and the goddesses, and you start looking super hard. It just almost almost overflows in your mind. And then you see what seems to be a dark spot in the fresco.
I'm going to investigate the dark spot further.
Okay, as you start looking at it more and more, you notice it's almost deliberately put in there. It's like in between some trees, just kind of like in the back. Like, people would probably miss this if they weren't hyper focused on this fresco. And a face starts forming in your mind in this blackness. And
does it look familiar at all?
not to you. But you have a sense of, like, you should know what this is. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
That +1 modifier?
21.
That nat 20!
Awesome. Awesome. That's so awesome. So you start looking at it, and you realize from what little Flea has talked about Mr. Tangle that someone has stuck Mr. Tangle into this fresco of all these gods.
Does it look like it's been painted on, or like it's been gouged or burnt on?
Do you touch it?
Oh god, this is a bad idea. We're gonna start by sniffing it to see if it smells like burning or paint.
You sniff it, and
Loft like chemistry class, everyone.
Plus you dilute it in water. You sniff it, and something just odd happens. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Why do I do these things?
Because Dungeons and Dragons said so.
8.
8.
Oh, I I got too overconfident.
You can feel your body seize up, and suddenly you can see your body. Cracketeer!
Hey!
So you're going up these stairs. Kazu is starting to, it's getting louder. It's getting louder still. It's getting, and a sweet voice suddenly says, "Dearie, shut your mouth."
Wait, what? Doggy, what now?
Dearie, shut your mouth. That's what you suddenly hear.
Oh, if I come across a lover's spat. Kazu, I didn't know you were capable of such emotion.
Kazu grumbles something, and the woman laughs. "I'm happy to see you too, Kazu."
Oh, that was in character. Just let it be known.
And do you look in the direction of the voice?
Of course. I want to see if I can see this whatever entity. I gotta see if Kazu's got good taste.
Okay. You are looking on the presence of one of the main goddesses. Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez, this sounds
Oh
like
gosh, guys, don't leave this to Flea, please.
Why can't I drive you guys insane? There,
Cracketeer see things.
there before you is what you can only describe as a humanoid figure, but it has 13 wings, about
Ooh.
8 arms, and her head seems to be a swirling mass of energy.
Oh, okay. Would you say like a storm or like wind almost?
Yeah, it's quite like that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Cracketer gets down on like one knee. "Oh, my lady, I mean no disrespect, your great eminence. I am just a small mortal before your presence."
But you're an important one. And she pats you on the head with one of her arms.
Which one?
I said she has about 8 arms. Let's roll a 1d8. Let's see which arm it is.
This is like some Hecatonic Hero bullshit going on here.
I guess she. So if we're gonna count from like actual arms to like lower arms, it would be her second lower right arm.
Second lower right. All right. This could be important. You never know.
I was gonna actually ask you if that had any significance.
Yeah, it does. The different arms have significance in Cracketeur's culture. Each arm is like you know like how different like there's like peace and harmony and study and all those other things. Each arm stands for different ones, and the second to lower right one stands for struggle.
Nice. And she kind of gives you a sympathetic look. And I just realized she doesn't really have a face, but you get the feeling of sympathy from her.
She's a goddess. She can do whatever she wants. She can make a face with that swirling mass if she wants.
Yeah.
I can pick Cracketer due to his better understanding of the spiritual world and of the storm entities. He can tell that she's being sympathetic through the color of her swirling mass of clouds and lightning and whatever else is there.
Awesome. I love it. And And since you are a wind genasi, this is probably one of the goddess, or at least the version of the Swordfall goddesses that you could really connect to.
Yes, I would say, like, I was actually just quickly reviewing. I wasn't kidding when I said in the chat. I'm pulled up that document. Duoa, is that how you say it? Duoa?
It's what, Duoa?
Yeah,
So Duoa.
yeah. Like for the air genasi, she's definitely like queen of like the god entities.
Nice. And she just says, "You are doing good work, but you have to be careful who you mingle with and who you lay with."
Understood. My lady, I completely understand. I
And
shall take your advice to heart and ponder on it.
I don't think you quite understand.
Uh-oh. Forgive me, mother, for I have sinned.
Not yet, but we'll have a discussion about that later. And she takes one of her other hands,
Ooh.
just kind of taps you lightly on the forehead.
Is this like an aggressive tap or like a reverent tap? Like a healer's tap?
It's like she's tapping some knowledge into your brain.
Oh, so she's smacking it. Oh. 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 I'll let you get to the other people. I have questions about that, but
There are so many questions.
I have tons of questions right now. That's why I'm probably going way too into detail, like how about this thing, because I'm trying to figure this out.
So Taz, you are standing
Yes.
outside your own body, which is still standing up.
That's an experience.
It is quite an experience, and from the darkened forest where you started seeing all these, the particular face of something that might have driven you crazy, it almost seems like a glowing thread lassos you around the waist.
Hello?
And as soon as you acknowledge it, it tugs you toward the wall.
I'm not going to go. I'm going to plant my feet.
Okay, how are you going to try to do that?
Just like heels in the ground, leaning back. I don't want to go.
Okay. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
You're really going for my top-notch skills tonight. 17.
17. You dig your spiritual heels into the ground and you stop it. You can still feel the tugging. Something wants you to go into that forest.
Yes, but I don't want to. And Taz is, rather known for being stubborn.
Are you going to try to slip out of that?
Not yet. Who's there? Who's doing this?
You only hear whispering. You don't hear anything coherent.
Mm-mm. And if I look around, it's still just the same room. I don't see anything different except for the fact that I'm no longer standing in my body.
You notice that the painting or the fresco looks a lot more fluid, a little bit more realistic. and there's a blank space in this fresco that you didn't notice until just now. You don't know what figure is supposed to be right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to get out of that knot.
Okay. I guess a survival roll that is wisdom based. So, or yeah, you only can use your mind right now. So, wisdom's saving throw.
Oh, I hit survival.
Oh, that's good enough.
It's
20.
a 20.
You find it wasn't even tied.
Okay, I slip out of it and I stop and I say, "No offense meant, but I don't particularly like dealing with people that I can't see, whose faces I can't see."
And as you say that, you notice that in the forest, almost like animal eyes start popping up.
Do you want something of me?
Some more eyes start opening.
Who are you?
You only hear a laughter. You only hear laughter. Yes.
I'm going to put on my most stubborn bitch face, cross my arms, and wait.
Does Flea feel anything going on while this is happening?
Yeah, you probably feel a cold spot or something. You can give me a overall wisdom's check, see if you can sense some presence.
Yeah.
Your bow is so awesome.
Okay, I'm just gonna be talking to Taz's petrified body about my cool bow, not even noticing. Anyways, carry on, sorry.
Yeah. We're just gonna pan off to Cracketeer for a moment because I like leaving spooky things to spooky business.
Spooky.
So, you're up there on the second story with this goddess.
Yes.
And she is marvelous and fantastic, and all the stories about her are apparently true. Especially being able to slap knowledge into someone's head.
Ain't that the truth?
And she looks at you. Did I make myself clear?
Very clear. I shall remain ever vigilant for her, and I will not allow them the darkspawn to come into acquiring the pieces.
And the one you met, her power, that's not all of it. But you've seen what she's holding.
I've witnessed it with my very own eyes, and the dark power that resonates within.
So you know what you're up against.
I have something of an idea, but I am Cracketeer. I fear not.
You feel a little pity like pity is being emoted for you.
Pity. My my great wind queen, why do you feel pity for me?
Because your task and your future.
I, being a turret, was never to be an easy task and it would be bright. But I shall endure.
You will. One last thing. And one of her hands plucks a feather and hands it to you.
Ooh. I will be holding on to to this for safekeeping.
No, you won't, because it melts into your hand.
What? Hold up. What? Not okay. Not okay. What's going on? Is it melting into my hand?
You feel your body change just a little.
In what way? Ooh. Okay.
Now go and fulfill your duties. Make everyone proud.
I get up and give a very dignified bow, and of course,
And
your
also,
wish is my command.
the next time, bring me cookies.
I can do that. Flea loves to help me make cookies.
He's special.
He's very special, especially to me.
And she dismisses you, or more or less just kind of floats, and all the birds suddenly burst away, and she's just lost in a cloud of feathers and wind and clouds. And
I forgot to ask her about her relationship and yours. Perhaps that shall wait for another day.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, could be such a crybaby.
You can feel some dejection from Kazu.
I have done it. I have done it. I have defeated Kazu. All right, kids, that's a wrap. All right, game over.
Story arc done. Krakatur just goes off in the sunset. The end.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurers 4, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes a fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my god! Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you ask that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.